unearthed some new details on the aftermath and the reaction to the deadly attack in Benghazi. Information coming to light, raising questions about former CIA Deputy Director Michael Morell. Critics question whether he may have altered the now infamous talking points to benefit the Obama administration and Hillary Clinton. The attack on September 11th, 2012, resulted in the deaths of these 4 Americans, including our U.S. Ambassador, Christopher Stevens. Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge is live on this from Washington this morning. Good morning, Catherine.
Well, thank you, Martha. According to this bipartisan report from the Senate Intelligence Committee on September 15th, one day before Susan Rice's controversial Sunday show appearances, where she blamed a demonstration gone awry for the deaths of those Americans, the Deputy Director of the CIA, Mike Morell, and others at the agency received a critical email that reported the attacks were, quote, not an escalation of protests. It was from the CIA Chief of Station in Libya, the most senior intelligence officer on the ground.
The way the agency works, he's been running 24 hours a day to nail every fact. And now he's reaching out 4 days into this email directly to the most senior levels of his organization, saying, again, with the big red crayon as clearly as he can, there were no protests.
Well, the Senate report does not explain when Morell read the email. It says on that same day he edited the talking points, excising about half the text. The word Islamic was cut, but demonstration stayed in. The next day, September 16th, the same day Susan Rice was on TV, Morell then asked CIA staff in Libya for more information. And 2 days later, the CIA and FBI reviewed closed-circuit TV video from the consulate that showed definitively that there were no protests. 2 months later, in November of 2012, at the height of the talking points controversy, Susan Rice met with Republican Senators McCain, Ayotte, and Graham. Morell accompanied Rice.
What I found curious is that he did not accept responsibility for changing the talking points. He told me the FBI had done this. I called the FBI. They went ballistic. Within 24 hours, his statement was changed where he admitted the CIA had done it.
Since leaving government, Morell joined Beacon Global Strategies, a firm founded by Philippe Reines, recently described by the New York Times Magazine as Clinton's principal gatekeeper. Morell also gave an interview to the Wall Street Journal last summer, which reported his interest, quote, in advising future presidential campaign. And the Journal said he is close to Hillary Clinton, citing unnamed officials. Morell declined Fox's offer to speak on camera about the Senate report and his decisions before, during, and after this episode. In a written statement late yesterday, he insisted the Senate report strongly supports the CIA's position that the talking points were not politicized in any way, but that was not the view of Republicans on that committee, Martha.
Very interesting. We're going to talk to Senator Kelly Ayotte about this a bit more coming up. Catherine, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Looking forward to that, too.